If you're seeing this before May 27th, listen up. We have a solstice that's coming in, and this moon on May 27th is going to usher in the moon cycle where that solstice is. Now, depending on your hemisphere, it's either going to be a summer solstice or a winter solstice. No matter the season, though, this is going to be a directional change. The summer solstice is going to be about things coming to the light. We're giving birth. Things are coming to the surface. Life is coming through. We're also turning our growth so that we understand more about what we're harvesting when fall time comes. If you're experiencing a winter solstice, this is the giver of the seed. We're conceiving new ideas. We're understanding what it is that we want to birth through the next year. You could think about the previous solstice that happened on the 21st of December, 2024. What were you working on then? Because right now we're going to be going through a turn point soon. Now, how does this moon cycle of Gemini that's starting on May 27th have to do with this solstice, and how is it going to be influencing it? The solstice itself is going to be happening on the third quarter moon, like towards the end of the third quarter moon of this upcoming moon cycle. And the third quarter moon has a lot of different meanings or purposes behind it. One of them that I sit with is going to be about directionality. What direction am I going in? How am I getting there? The cycle is about to go dark, so I need to be able to see in the next new moon, and when I get into that cycle, what am I going to be working on? What can I expect? I always like to plan long-term stuff, so third quarter moons help me do that. And this being on the solstice will also be long-term planning. Very curious. I like that alignment for us. I think it'll be naturally expansive. I think it's naturally going to be really helpful. True. We're also going to have Jupiter moving into Cancer, which is ruled by the moon by the time that the solstice is happening, which means that the moon of the solstice is going to be offering us expansion because Jupiter's about expansion, ruled by the moon, right? Okay. And Jupiter was just a Gemini, and that's where the new moon of this moon cycle is going to be. Couple different things to think about. What do you want when you get to Sagittarius season this year? Time to maybe set some goals. What are you working on expanding? Remember when I was talking about the winter solstice and how the winter solstice is about seed work? That's very, very Jupiter oriented. The seed, the origin, and how it expands because of what the origin is. One of the things my spirits in my practice will tell me is that if I need to pull a seed, pull a weed, I have to go back to the origin. I have to be able to go back and track it and find it, unpack it if necessary. Jupiter's going to be involved with the solstice moon, and it's going to be involved with the new moon that is happening on May 27th. So if you have any intentions, you want to plant some seeds, you want to reap what you sow, what is it that you already know that you're working on, that you know that you want to grow? Expansion, okay? Seed work. Here you go. That's what this moon cycle is saying to us. Here you go. Here's your opportunity. Plant the seeds then. Plant them, grow them, nurture them. Congrats. Jupiter in astrology has a lot to do with higher education, higher learning. What are your goals before you enter the institutions and the systems so that you can work on them once you get there? What are your dreams? What are you dreaming about? What is it that you want to do? Dreams come true. That's the luck of Jupiter. Jupiter also in astrology is a shapeshifter for love, which is crazy to me. For love and resource. That's also true. And technically, when we're expanding Jupiter stuff, right? We have to go through a shapeshifting. We can't just stay the same, otherwise it wouldn't be expansion. Crazy, I know. So if you're working with expansion, what is it that you're shapeshifting into? Seed work, right? What is it? What is it? The intention? What is it? The origin? And what is it that you're going to become? What is the idea of this official, final version of that shapeshifter, you and your dreams coming true? We're about to have kind of one of the luckiest periods of the year with this moon cycle. Gemini season, the Gemini new moon, we've got the solstice coming up, Jupiter influence. I don't know about you, but I know about me, and I'm feeling pretty good about this one. I'm feeling pretty excited about it, and I'm really looking forward to the luck that is coming through in this season. Our luck usually arrives when we get to Sagittarius season, so you're telling me it's the middle of the year and we're gonna have some Jupiter luck? Dreams really do come true. So you could find that even if it's not like the fully expanded picture, that there's some dreams coming true in this moon cycle. Pay attention for you. You're going to know your dreams better than I do, but that's kind of what to expect with our summer solstice. Work with the seeds that you planted in the previous solstice. What seeds are you planting in this solstice? What luck is coming through because of the work that you've been doing? There's a lot of different questions to ask and perspectives to sit in, but our luck is changing. That's like really the root of what's going on. The luck is going to be different starting this season. So if you've been in a luck that kind of sucked, luck is going to shift into something. Hopefully that's a little bit better. If you haven't been keeping up on stuff, you're going to see a change in luck also. Hopefully that's not true. Hopefully you've been doing what you need to do, as I say in like basically every video, okay? Hopefully you have been. Luck is shifting though. Luck is neutral. That's one of the other things I say. Luck is neutral. Sometimes we have bad stuff that happens that for whatever reason has to happen because it pushes us into the good stuff. Sometimes good luck happens and it prepares us for if there were to be a bad luck that struck us. Crazy. So luck is neutral. So if you've been noticing luck kind of shifting over the previous like month and a half, what has been changing? What has your luck been doing? I know for me, I've had several years, a while, where my luck has just not been what it normally is. Normally, I have pretty good luck. Neutrally, things usually work out for me as long as I keep going. And for several years, that was not the case. More maybe on that another time. We don't need to get too into it. But I've noticed recently, in the previous about month and a half, that my luck has been shifting back to what it normally is. And I've kind of been sitting with the spirits on my team being like, I really get to be done with this chapter. This is really it. Thanks, guys. Thanks. Love ya. So if you've noticed luck is shifting and how it's shifting, it could be a topic that the luck is shifting to or from. Themes in your life could be different patterns of luck. If you notice that things are starting to work out for you in different areas and maybe they're not working out for you in other areas, things where blockages are happening. For example, with what I was talking about, the bad luck, the stuff that I don't want is starting to get blocked. Blockages are not always a bad thing. Tools are neutral. Shout out to tools being neutral. Is how you use them and the person you are behind them. That's true. So my bad luck is getting blocked and I've noticed that there's some good stuff that's starting to come in, some stuff that I would want, some good stuff. So start to notice the patterns of the luck because luck is changing. Okay. Seed work again, track that. And set your intentions or do your moon work on the new moon for it to be inclusive of that solstice energy. The inclusivity. We're about it over here, okay? So include, not to be alluded to, include that solstice work that you might want to do in with that new moon that's happening on May 27th. If you feel prepared to do it. If not, don't worry about it. But if you are someone who kind of like looks forward with their work and looks into more long-term stuff, long-term being like what, a month-ish now in the future, a little less than that. So it's not to stress about. Just like if you want, this is kind of like extracurricular witchy homework. You wanted the extra homework and you know that there's stuff coming up on the solstice that you're interested in participating in, or you know you're going to be practicing, stuff that you've planned for, stuff that you're doing, then it would be a good idea to weave it into the new moon and leave it into the cycle. Because once we get to that solstice, the luck is going to be lucking. So what have you lucked? That's going to be up to your discernment. I don't know your work like you do. So go back through your brew and notice the luck that's been striking you and things that have been changing and rearranging. And maybe you could have something really good coming through. And I hope that's true, honestly. I hope that for me. I hope that for you. I hope that it is going to be good. Gratitude, reverence, and love to you. I think that's kind of it for this brew. Yeah, that's true. There's some points. There's some points of topic. Go back and review them as needed. Yeah, if you feel like it, you know. If not, don't worry about it. But yeah, gratitude, reverence, and love to you. I'll talk to you soon. Keep up your brew. Keep doing what you need to do. I will too. Getting prepared for the solstice, you know. Here we go. And I'll talk to you soon. Also true.